What is up, guys? Vinny here again. You got it. Talking about tinnitus, ringing in your ears, whooshing, all these other weird sounds that you get, phantom noises that nobody else can hear but you, and you know you hear it because you wouldn't be listening to this video if you didn't have a problem with it. Now, so many people say it's a problem, it's crazy, eventually you habituate to it. I have had it for 2 years and I cannot habituate to it. It has gotten louder over the last 2 months, and the other 2 videos that I have, probably that you've seen, they show how loud it has gotten. I've explained that it was like somewhat decent, 1 noise, 2 noises, and then boom, all of a sudden 5, 6 noises. I've got crazy volume, like somebody just turns up the amp, and I'm listening to crickets and rain and microwave sound and 2 super high-pitched noises. So it's been pretty heavy. On the flip side, which I'm super happy to tell you guys, yesterday, I don't know what happened. I'll get into that. My noise turned itself down, not 50, not 60, but probably 75%. So this is the first time in 2 years where I hear almost no noise. Weird. I'm going to get to tell you how I think this happened, and hopefully it can help you as well. So going back a little bit, 2 months ago, I've had this for 2 years, but about 2 months, my tinnitus just boom, jumped up the volume. So yesterday, I noticed that I got a little quieter, well, a lot quieter, and I think I know why. So I've been doing a lot of stretching. I hold a lot of tension in my back, in my neck, especially my traps, my head, my face. I mean, if I'm just chilling and just hanging out at home, I'm probably like this watching TV. My forehead all scrunched up. But I've been doing a lot of stretches lately, only because of something else that's going on. So I've got what's called anterior pelvic tilt, and I don't know, a lot of girls have it, I guess, too. You probably see what's more prevalent with women, where their butt sticks out and then their back goes in. Now, it's not scoliosis, but I've been doing a lot of stretching because a lot of these videos on YouTube I've been watching to fix this show that your glutes and your hamstrings are way too tight, because I do a lot of stretching for my hamstrings and I noticed that I'm just in pain. So now I found out that my hip flexors are crazy tight. So I started fixing my hip flexors a couple of weeks ago, and little stretches here, little stretches there. And I've also been stretching my traps. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it in a minute. But my traps have been crazy, crazy tight. I go for a massage. Every massage therapist I've ever been to is like, your traps are insanely tight. And that goes into your back, and then obviously your lower back. And the more and more and more and more tight they are, the more it's going to pull. So if you start stretching it, everything becomes looser again. Obviously, it's physics. But what I wanted to tell you guys is I started doing these exercises, and then boom, yesterday, it just got so much quieter. And now I can hear my chubby cat over here stuffing his face instead of the ringing in my ears. Or I hear the refrigerator going off instead of the crazy loud volume that was going on in the symphony orchestra of my brain's making was going off. So this is how I think it did it. I'm a vegan. The only thing I may eat once in a while, so I know that you guys are probably going to throw some comment down there about how you're not full vegetarian, but once in a blue moon I eat fish. So I guess it's called a pescatarian, but it's just once in a blue moon. I'm not eating fish every day. I don't eat meat. I eat a lot of vegetables. I eat a lot of fruits. I don't eat dairy, and all of this kind of stemmed from the fact that I have ulcerative colitis. So there's a million things I can't eat. No gluten, no dairy, no bread, no meat. So if you're wondering what I eat, yes, fruits, vegetables all day long. Avocados, eating tons of, well, I shouldn't say tons of it, but like 2 tablespoons of olive oil I get just for calories and fat every day. But I drink a lot of water. So I think that one is helpful, because I've been really, really, really stern on eating really well lately. Number 2, getting back to my traps. I have been doing a lot of exercises for your neck and your upper back, because a lot of people carry a lot of strain on your back. I don't know if you can look in the mirror, maybe your shoulders are like this, your head is off, or you push your head back or forward. Probably like 80% of people keep stress and tension on their shoulders. So what I'm learning to do is I'm learning to loosen up my shoulders. And one way, and I'll show you guys real quick, is I lean up against the wall and not arch back, but just lean up against the wall. I put my elbows against the wall and I push up really, 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 really slow on both sides. I still can't get my hands up this high against the wall, but even if you get this much, and I can touch my head, my back, my upper back, and my elbows and my hands against the wall, I'm stretching my traps here. I'm stretching my back. I'm stretching everything. So that's one way to do it. Another way that I've been doing it is what you do is you push your shoulders all the way back and then you push your shoulders down. And when you're doing that, you're stretching your traps too. So that's loosening it up as well. Those are two things. So that's all I've been doing. So I wake up in the morning, I do like slow, like 10 of them like this, and then back down. So I do 10 of those, then I'll wait like 2 hours, and I'll do another 10, then I'll wait another 2 hours, 3 hours, I'll do another 10. So I probably get like 5 sets in all day long. That's 50. That's nothing. I mean, really think about it. How long? You could do it at work. You could go to the bathroom at work and do it against the wall. You can do it in your home. You can do it wherever the hell you want. Just make sure that your arms are up against the wall. So, number 2, anybody that has any kind of anterior pelvic tilt like I do, you can do lunges and stretch your hip flexors. Because if your hip flexors are tight, it's going to pull your entire pelvis, and that is also going to pull your upper back down. And if it's pulling your upper back down, that means that it's pulling all of the nerves, it's pulling all of the muscles, it's pulling all the ligaments and tendons, everything in your neck down. So if it's doing that, it's probably inside pulling something too. So that's probably, and again, this is just what has been working for me, could be touching a nerve. You could be pinching a nerve in your head. You could be compressing a nerve. You could be stretching a nerve. You could do whatever. And that might be what your tinnitus is from. Because, I mean, I've always been into loud noise, cars, driven motorcycles my entire life. Have never really taken care of my ears, but I never had a problem ever with any kind of tinnitus until it just showed up one day. And I guess there could be a couple of causes, but none of them were sound related. So if you guys have tight shoulders, if you have tight back, if you have tight hamstrings, if you have tight neck, face, whatever it is, you need to figure out a way to loosen it up. And I know it's hard to grasp the fact that your tinnitus is going to be there for the rest of your life, because mine probably will. And I've habituated to it and then you habituate to it more and you habituate to it more, because I think eventually it gets louder. But I got one day, guys, so far, one day that it's nice and quiet. So I'm going to stick to this one day. I'm going to cherish it for, if this is the last time I get peace and quiet, I'm going to cherish it for the entire day so I can remember it forever. And I hope that you guys get some peace and quiet too, because if it's working for me, even if it's one day, I hope you get one day too for you. So if you guys like what you hear here and you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. I always put on new videos, sometimes a week, sometimes 2 weeks, whatever. Another thing I wanted to show you, just in case you can't reach your back to give yourself a massage or whatever it is, I bought this from Amazon. It's a very weird looking contraption here. 25 bucks I paid for this. Super easy to use. You put it on your back in a spot, you grab it, and you massage your trigger points. You don't have to sit here and massage it like a masseuse would, but just the trigger point. Find the trigger point, hold it against it to where your eye starts twitching. At least that's where I know when I'm hitting mine. Hold it there. Hold it for 30 seconds. Chill. Watch TV. Do whatever I do when I'm watching TV. And then just let it go. You will not believe what this piece of plastic helps you. How awesome this is. Like I said, I think I paid like 25, 26 bucks for it shipped. So check that out on Amazon. And always, I wish you guys the best. If you have any success stories or any questions, please leave a comment below. I always respond. So let me know what's going on with you guys, all right? So I will talk to you soon. Later, guys.